Yo! Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the history of Konohagakure. Konohagakure, also known as village hidden in the leaves or hidden leaf village, is the hidden village of the land of fire. As the village of one of the 5 great shinobi countries, Konohagakure has a Kage as its leader, known as Hokage, of which there have been 7 in its history. Konoha resides deep within a forest at the base of a mountain known as Hokage Rock, which has the faces of all those who have taken the office of Hokage engraved on it. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe our channel for more videos and also ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos and to never miss an update. Founding. During the Warring Steppes period, the ninja was organized into small mercenary clans that knew nothing but battle. The two strongest of these clans were the Senju and the Uchiha, who had war against each other for their entire histories. Eventually, intending to end the countless bloodshed, Hashirama Senju used his position as leader of his clan to create a truce with Uchiha clan. The Senju, the Uchiha, and their affiliated clans formed the first shinobi village, Konohagakure, a name invented by Madara himself. Other villages would soon start being formed following Konoha's example, ending the Warring States period. Konoha as it appeared shortly after its founding, Hashirama used his wood-release abilities to produce much of the village infrastructure. This ability and his ideals were two of the reasons he was chosen to become the village leader, the Hokage. Madara, however, feared that the Senju would oppress his clan and attempted to gather support to overthrow Hashirama. No Uchiha would help, forcing him to take on Hashirama by himself. Madara was ultimately defeated at what would be called the Valley of the End, and he was believed to have died. As a result of the battle, Konoha came into possession of the Nine-Tails. To contain its enormous power, the village began its reign of sealing the beast within the Uzumaki, a clan that the Senju and thus the rest of the Konoha had close ties with. At some point, Hashirama came to bind some of the other tail beasts and gave them to other newly formed ninja villages to promote peace and tranquility. However, this peace was short-lived. Hashirama died shortly after the village began to flourish, and the mantle of Hokage was passed on to his brother, Tobirama Senju, who became the second Hokage. The first 3 World Wars. Tobirama died during the First Shinobi World War, killed by Kumogakure's ninja, but he appointed Hiruzen Sarutobi as the third Hokage before his death. Years later, during the Second Shinobi World War, Hiruzen led Konoha's forces against Iwa and Suna, using Amagakure as their battleground. Ame's leader Hanzo also fought Konoha a number of times, and during one of these battles gave Hiruzen student Jiraiya, Tsunade and Orochimaru the title of Sanin. During the Third Shinobi World War, Konoha fought the ninja of Iwagakure across Kusagakure. Konoha was almost defeated, but Minato Namikaze and his team helped turn the war back in their favor. Nine-tailed Demon Fox Attack. After the end of the Third Shinobi World War, Hiruzen chose Minato to replace him as 4th Hokage. Soon after Minato took office, however, a marksman kidnapped the Nine-Tails Uzumaki host and removed it from her body, which he then used to attack Konoha. Minato was able to defeat the man, but the Nine-Tails proved more difficult. Left with few options, Minato gave his life to seal the Nine-Tails into the body of his newborn son, Naruto Uzumaki. Many shinobi died defending the village, and most survivors blamed Naruto for the Nine-Tails' action. Hiruzen Hokage again outlawed all mention of the Nine-Tails so that the future generation would not hate Naruto as their parents did. Hyūga Affair. The Hyūga Affair, as the incident is known nowadays in Kumohagakure, happened 9 years prior to the start of Naruto series, while Kumohagakure and Konohagakure were at war. In an attempt to put an end to the fighting, they agreed to a peace treaty to be signed on the date which coincided with Hinata Hyuga's 3rd birthday. The treaty was soon revealed to might be nothing more than a cover when the person who was the head ninja of Kumohagakure at the time, who was in Konoha to sign the treaty, attempted to kidnap Hinata in order to obtain the Byakugan and its secrets. The shinobi was killed in his attempt by Hinata's father, Hiyashi Hyuga. Uchiha clan downfall. Konoha's leadership belief and Uchiha was responsible for the Nine-Tailed Demon Fox attack, and as such cut off the Uchiha from much of the village's affairs. Angered by this mistreatment, many of the Uchiha began plotting a coup d'etat that would wrest control of Konoha. However, some Uchiha saw the danger of such a venture. One such figure was Itachi Uchiha, who became a spy for Konoha's leadership. After peace talks failed, Danzo Shimura ordered Itachi to wipe out his clan in exchange for being allowed to spare his younger brother Sasuke. Itachi, with assistance from Tobi, did as instructed but staged events to seem as though he acted alone, and for the selfish purposes so that Sasuke would someday take vengeance against him for what he did to their family. Konoha Crush. During part 1 of Naruto, Konoha is the site of the Chunin exams. During the exams final stage, the village is invaded by Otogakure and Sunagakure ninja, an attempt to end the peace and prosperity that Konoha alone has enjoyed since the Third Shinobi World War. The invaders are repelled, but Konoha suffers heavy casualties including Hiruzen. Although Tsunade quickly replaces him as 5th Hokage, recovery of the rest Konoha's military forces is slow. The village is understaffed until part 2nd, leaving it unable to properly respond to the events occurring in the interim, such as Sasuke Uchiha's defection. Pain's assault. 3 years after the failed Konoha Crush, the 6 parts of Pain of Akatsuki attack Konoha in an effort to capture Naruto. Konoha forces have some success while fighting the Pains individually, but can do nothing to stop the village destruction by Pain's Shinra Tensei. Naruto returns to Konoha shortly afterward and defeats Pain before confronting Nagato, the man behind Pain. After Naruto convinces him that his actions were wrong, Nagato gives his life to revive everyone that died during the invasion. Tsunade is left in a coma from exhausting herself in protecting Konoha from Pain, causing Danzo Shimura to temporarily take office as a replacement. Danzo oversees the start of the village's lengthy rebuilding process and deals with the immediate aftermath of Pain's attack. 4th Shinobi World War. Because of Akatsuki's growing aggression, the ninja villages decide to form an allied shinobi forces to oppose Akatsuki in 4th Shinobi World War. Danzo is killed shortly after the alliance is agreed upon, but Tsunade wakes up from her coma in time to start overseeing the war efforts. Despite still being under construction, Konoha is used as a haven for refugees fleeing countries where much of the fighting is expected to take place. By the time the war is won, most of the village has been restored. As a result of the war, Konoha's population suffered greatly, but it gradually recovered. Post-war. After the war, Konoha experienced a population boost under the leadership of Kakashi Hatake and Naruto Uzumaki as the 6th and 7th Hokage respectively. The village has overall grown in size and a series of skyscrapers have been built behind the Hokage Rock. The village has experienced a technical revolution with computers, cell phones and electric trains being available. Some, such as Sarada Uchiha, note Konoha is now a city rather than a village. Several years later, much of Konohagakure, the Hokage Rock and the city behind the village has been destroyed, presumably by a mysterious boy. And that's wrap up our today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like this video and don't forget to support us by subscribing our channel for more amazing contents and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos and to never miss an update. Check out these other amazing videos as well. Thanks for watching, bye bye and take care.